That's the rain down in Africa. Yeah, that was going on.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yo, we welcome back from vacations. I know y'all missed us, but we back. What up, Sanchez?
Good afternoon, sir.
It definitely is an afternoon.
Time is, yes, it's well into the afternoon.
Yes.
I just realized the time. We do have to hurry up.
Yep.
Yes.
Happy Father's Day to all those that celebrate, and
Happy Father's Day to all those who came back with the milk.
word. Especially happy Father's Day to Dave Doobie, aka
Shout out
Doobie
to
Pops.
Dave Doobie, aka Doobie Pops' first official Father's Day.
Word. Clap it up. Clap it up. We got to clap. We get the clap. We get the claps.
I don't know. Maybe I gotta find it.
Hey. Shouts to you, Dave. Shouts to you,
Shouts
Dave.
to Dave. Father's Day, official Father's Day.
Official.
Because he's been the father.
Yeah, he's been a father figure.
Years, but now he's indebted to one.
Now he's full.
You know,
he's full Captain America life.
He got a lifetime lease now. Rent stabilized. This one right here can't go nowhere.
Yo, Dave. Oh, man, it was too early, bro.
Hey, yo, what the
What do you mean early? It's the middle of the afternoon.
Oh, man.
Come on.
Nah, guys, but I hope everybody had a good time. I know the team took a break. We took a little vacation.
Well, we became we didn't do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took a sun bath.
Oh yes, you had a little trip.
I had a little trip.
You want to expand on that or not?
Yeah. So I went to Aruba, chilled out a little bit with the homies for a bachelor trip. It was fun as fuck. I highly recommend. The weirdest shit. Aruba is both a place where you could go with your family and be a degenerate at the same time.
Ooh, and
I was the generation.
You were
X.
Plan B.
I was. Yeah. But fun times. But I did guess my SPF wasn't SPF, and so I got a little.
What
tan.
SPF did you use?
30. It was honestly, and 30. They sold 30. That was the most that they sold over there too.
I thought about you yesterday, as a matter of fact. Yesterday I took a little excursion to the local Walgreens. You know what I mean? I like a little brick and mortar. Yeah. Everything don't gotta be delivered. If I just come up with an idea, I want something and I want it now. I'm gonna go to the store. I went to Walgreens to get sunscreen, sunblock, and stuff like that for my upcoming trip to Copa America.
Because the sun out there,
and there was like they only had 2 SPFs in the brand. Because I like the Hawaiian one, Hawaiiana, whatever it's called.
Yeah, no,
the one that gives a little color.
Yeah,
you know, because I need it. You know, my lineage was chopped up too many times in my life, so
it was cut. It's not.
I don't got that much melanin in me. So I get that one. So I put my hands on one, and then I looked over, I thought of you, and I grabbed the other. So I put my hands on the 50 SPF.
Which one you went with?
And I was like, oh, 50 SPF, this is cool. And I see over SPF 70, and I was like,
nah, take it.
I saw Yousef's head.
Take it.
Pause. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Whoa.
And and you wanted to delete it. You wanted to delete it.
That has to be one of the wildest shit I ever said on this podcast. We're a soccer podcast, guys. Let me know, like, and subscribe, all that.
And that's a wrap. Yeah, so
nah,
I got the higher SPF because I thought about you.
Good shit.
That's really the.
But also remember, you have hair.
The crux of it.
You have hair.
Yeah, but my arms get burned pretty
sure.
easily, and I have I wear shorts, and I don't want my legs to burn.
I feel you. It's crazy because when I tan,
and you got to put it on your body because you're not like the sun, like X-rays through your shirt as well.
Yeah, unless you wear like one of those sunscreen shirts.
Yeah,
like when I tan, if I tan correctly, I tan nicely. It's just I got put on to whatever that Aruba sun is. That Aruba sun is the closest to the equator I've ever been. So that sun is
yeah.
hard.
I heard from what I've heard, the sun is undefeated.
It's crazy.
From what I've heard,
it's a desert too. It's a desert island.
Yeah,
like
the sun is victorious.
Yeah, but
for a couple billion years, I've heard so far.
But if you guys are ever planning to do a quick vacation, because it's actually not that bad of a flight, yo, shouts to Aruba. You could have some fun. Just don't go in July if you don't want to be crisp.
Bring those dollars with you.
For sure. Yes.
Those dolores. What's the native language in Aruba?
They speak 4 languages. It's
here we go.
Dutch, English. Yo, I said Dutch sounds like clogs.
Dutch to me sounds like clogs. I had an experience in the Netherlands, not in Amsterdam. There's other cities to Holland, and I asked for directions for somewhere, and they gave a 30-second monologue, and I didn't understand not one word, and all I heard was
man, but
respectfully, and I got nothing out of the conversation.
You just had a blank stare.
Yeah.
So they speak English, Dutch, Spanish. There's a ton.
I know that one,
bro. A ton of Colombian, Venezuelans, and Dominicans. A lot of Dominicans move over there apparently, and then their native language is a mixture of Portuguese and Dutch. I'm a butcher the name, but it's like something with a P, and they speak all 4 fluently.
Really?
Like, yeah, it's hard to find somebody that doesn't know all 4 languages pretty much, or at least understands it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so cool spot. Highly recommend.
Like I mentioned, I'm going to Copa America next week.
Yes, you are having it's football, official football, summer football, we're going to call it. Summer soccer. Soccer's coming home.
Home of soccer.
I don't want
Home of soccer. Yeah, shout outs to the people who appeared in that Volkswagen commercial for us.
Because some of them are supporters.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to all 3 Ecuador matches.
Hey, shouts to you. Shouts
to me. Shouts to me for being like, hey,
I want to go see Ecuador play.
I didn't need much convincing. Like my inner monologue was, hey,
an international competition.
Yeah, but I'm going to San Francisco, Vegas, and Phoenix for just over a week to watch all these games, hang out with some friends. It's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be fun, man. I think there's the schedule, the memes that have been going around have been all the Copa America and Euros like time,
in the mornings. Like,
once everything starts, it's just like nonstop.
Like you could literally watch. If you do you happen to know anybody on paternity leave?
I know some folks
who might be able to literally they'll be awake probably for that early game.
You're watching every single match.
Watching 5-6 matches a day. Damn.
And then the Olympics start like
right after all that ends.
So it's nonstop, yo.
That's a great time for soccer right now in the world.
I'm hoping that US can do something in Copa.
Of soccer going on right now.
Speaking of Copa and tying it back to NYCFC, Tavon left out of the Copa roster.
For Jamaica.
Even though he was sort of a bright light for him.
He was playing. He was getting some burn.
He got minutes. He got minutes.
Yeah.
So
consistent burn, like whether
he was
if he doesn't start, he comes in as a sub. If he doesn't, you know what I mean?
He was asked after the game by someone from the press pool, can't remember, either the Pigeon that posted or Blue Balls, had asked him, I think it might have been Blue Balls. So they asked him about it, and he said, kind of, did the very trained answer of, coach didn't pick me, next time kind of we move on. But I don't know if he qualifies for the Olympics. I don't know if Jamaica qualified for the Olympics. I would have to check.
If I had a bet, I would say no.
Gotcha.
No, because DR qualified.
Yeah.
Only 2 teams qualified, I believe.
Really? Oh,
yeah, because it's only 16-team tournament.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
16-nation tournament.
Nations.
They will be wearing different jerseys.
They can't wear the federation badges.
Yeah, so they'll be wearing like some badge created of the flag of the country.
Something.
Which is cool, I guess, if you're into that kind of stuff.
But good for us because we keep consistent with our defense, or at least with Tavon keep playing. So yes. And he's gotten better. Yo, dude, that left, him switching to left back maybe.
Oh,
I know, but I'm just saying, like,
that's a little sampito, a little sample.
But he's out of Copa. I forgot, we losing James?
Listen, I don't want to talk about Olympics. It's
Not Olympics.
2 months away.
The Copa America.
No one. There would have been 25 different social media posts of James Sands got called to Copa America. No, he didn't get called to Copa America, bro.
I'm just
clearly.
asking.
You don't think the team would have rammed it down our throats by now? All right.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Like,
Yo, today you wanna
come on, man.
you clucking?
Let's be serious right here. My mother would know if James Sands was on the Copa America US MT roster.
But not. So
I wanted to give a quick shout outs to definitely the first. But it might be, I'm not sure if it's the only, but it was definitely the first fan-led initiative.
Oh, facts.
That the team eventually, after years, decided to embrace and fully being like it's a thing, you know. Yeah. It's become a thing, and that is Hawaiian Shirt Night.
Facts. Brought
to you by the world famous 234 Bronx Football Social Club. Shout outs to Tom, Scotty Too Hottie. I didn't get to see Scott. I know Scott. Listen, Scott, I didn't see you on the other day, on the day of the match, Friday. I heard you went inside the stadium like a whole hour before the original kickoff. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, why would you not hang out with the boys on the bar? You know, it's a Friday night. It's Friday night. Nothing. All right, Scott, you let me down, Scott. You let me down.
He was there though.
He was at the game.
He was at the game,
but not at Yankee Tavern. I pull up Yankee Tavern with the only Hawaiian shirt I have. Right.
You was very like ready for the tropics yesterday.
I was all in. I am a Hawaiian Shirt Night truther. Yeah. All right. I've been down with the call since 2015. All right.
Yeah. We also got to the point where people thought that the team was like, this is a giveaway day. The team is just promoting it.
Nah,
it's not a giveaway. It's not you bring your own. They had one giveaway or
a few years ago, maybe 2 years ago,
and people still bring and
still wear it, which is cool. Which is very
still
cool.
Living. I mean, quality was, it was met.
So,
but
they don't make them in our sizes. They're
that's not meant for me.
They're fatophobes.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
They definitely don't make that shirt for me, brother. I gave mine away.
All right. Like fat guy in a little shirt. Shout outs to all of us. Shouts to us. There you go. Shouts to us. All right. Including the Cooligans. Shouts to them. They're all part of the FBC, the Fat Boy crew.
Shouts to Yahoo. Got on that Yahoo.
Shout outs to y'all who not scared of no menu out there.
Nah.
But walk into any restaurant and be like, I'll find something here.
I'm good.
You know what I mean?
But Hawaiian shirt night,
I loved it.
It's
and
dope.
then the tropics came.
And it's everywhere.
It was tropical weather that day.
Yeah, because
it was hot and humid, sunny, and then
boom.
Oh my mic thing fell apart.
Yeah, look at you breaking shit.
And then toma.
Son, I had to fucking. It was wild because I was coming in from work. I'm trying to time it. So, you know, you go to the weather app, you can see like it says maybe around this time it's going to really hit.
Yeah.
So I was trying to time
44.7%.
All of that shit. Like, ooh.
Between 6:03 and 6:08. So might be at its heaviest.
I was trying to be there and I had to stay extra late. And I was like, fuck. By the time I get out of that train station, it's going to be crazy.
Yo, I showed up at the bodega early. I was fortunate enough to get out of work early, and the bodega was full on packed and rocking and rolling. It was so packed.
As it should.
At 6 p.m. when I walked into the bodega, with that, there was people already like in the little VIP waiting area, like the team bash spot. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Where the bathrooms at, you know what I mean? They should really put like some sort of like popcorn stand or some shit in there, like someone making popcorn. Like, that'd be dope.
If you know, bro.
You know, and then the bodega was people. I'm like, oh, I already knew from walking in the bodega. Oh, it's live back there. I get back there, great time, packed, full of things. I just want to fast forward to the rain situation again.
Yeah.
I ran away from when the march ended at Hard Rock. I ran. Yo, you know what I mean? Not all of us.
And you didn't have proper footwear for running.
I was wearing boots.
You had Mexican God on boots.
Yeah, I was wearing the stomped yards.
Yeah. You was ready.
So I ran into Yankee Tavern because that's the closest place to find cover that I would like to be in. And soaking wet, You know what song was playing on the jukebox? Because these guys have full control of the jukebox at that time. There's full rain.
If I had
Take
to
a guess, a good guess.
because of the rain, because of the rain,
and the crowd and the people you know who are hanging out in there. Great people, by the way, all great people.
It's raining, man.
Nope.
Hallelujah. Which one?
Africa by Toto. That's the rain down in Africa. That was going on.
That's hilarious.
You know, sexy jams, as they like to call it. Sexy jams. I don't. But the bodega was.
Oh
yeah, the Justin Biebs. The bodega was pretty packed. We had a special guest in the building.
He came back.
He came back. Molde Almondson. Shouts to Molde, you know. Molde came back. Special. The one and only Billy showed up at the game.
Look at that. Shouts to you,
Shouts
Billy.
to Billy. You know what I mean? I love you, Billy. I know he doesn't hear this, but you know what? He do be hearing this sometimes.
He hears about it and then hears about it.
I know. I be knowing.
I remember one time he was like, "Yo, I'm catching up." I remember was catching up from like maybe like 30 episodes prior.
Yeah. But shouts to Billy. We had a good time. I loved seeing you out there.
Yeah, shouts to
the crowd.
I couldn't see you, bro.
The fans really, not fans. Your friends really loved seeing you out there. Everybody was cool. It was a great time. But the march, bro. I got there late to the march because I was in the bodega, and I didn't feel the vibe that there would be a march.
Bro, it was monsooning, bro.
No, this was before it rained. It wasn't raining.
You guys got it.
The rain happened at the end of the march.
Wow,
literally the last song.
Perfect timing.
Literally the last song.
That's what
like last song to the point that was the scheduled last song, and as the song was ending, it started raining, and then we just kept it going. The same song
the whole time. I'm thinking like, oh shit, yo, y'all marching with the rain, doing fucking.
But the vibe didn't feel like March. I don't know why. I felt like people rather have just hung out.
Okay.
And then next thing I realized, like a few people said they were going on the march, and I was like, there might not be no march. Like, how many people are really out there? It's kind of early still. So I waited a few minutes, and then when I was like, nah, I'm going. Like, I'm out. I went, and the march had started. And I was like, oh. Okay. Everybody had took it off from Stan's corner. So I was like, oh, the march is on. March hitting again, as usual. Shouts to the march. Shouts to the Templao. Shouts to everybody who participated. That was really cool. It started off small and it got to decent size. You know what I mean? Like, people gravitate to this stuff.
And then after that, you did your mad dash. Oh, damn, yo, your feet must have been hurting.
Bro, my foot was on fire, bro. Like, ouch. Ouch, bro.
I didn't even try to do that. I got off. My trains was fucked up. I got off at 145th, waited for an Uber, overpaid because of the monsoon, and I just jetted back. I jetted right inside. I ran into Dan and Mark, who reminded us again about Legends.
Yep. Moving along. Yep.
Reminded us again about being present in the moment, you know, and just hurrah.
Get him out of here.
All right.
Nah, but yo, hold up, cause I want to give a shout out to
me again.
Press Box Chef. Son, when I tell you, I caught some dinner. I was hungry. And I was like, I remember you hit me up and was like, oh, where are you? I'm like, I'm having dinner. I was hungry as fuck.
Yeah.
Son, lamb chops, succulent. Bro, I was telling everybody, people was having hot dogs. I was like, nah, get that shit the fuck out your tray. Go get the lamb chops. Succulent, bro, succulent. Best chefs in all MLB. Hold that, because technically they are the Yankees.
I took a bite out of Chapina's chopped cheese.
Hey.
There's level to this support shit. You know what I mean? Some people eat lamb chops pregame, and some people
I was shooting the match.
Eat chopped cheese.
Shooting the match.
All right.
I haven't shot a match in a minute.
But the whole pregame, the game got pushed back a good amount of time. About an hour, 10 minutes, an hour 5. And I felt that was really good because once it stopped raining, the rain didn't last that long, maybe half an hour, if that. The atmosphere back at the bodega, mind you, was fire, bro. We could have had a second march. I felt like we could have
at that point everybody
March part 2.
Everybody was tired again.
Chewy, go get the drums, Chewy. You know what I mean? Tell March part 2. Imagine March part 2.
That's a lot, bro. By the time you get to the stadium, you're like, yo, I'm tired.
I was tired already, bro. Everybody was tired.
It's after work.
Okay, friendly reminder after work that you just brought it up, bro. Friendly reminder. Friendly fucking reminder. I don't know how fucking many times I gotta tell you guys. All right? It's summertime, people. I know it's a weekday game and you're coming from work and this and that and that. Yes, but the same reasons is why you should get some fucking deodorant in your life, bro. There were some people out there that were fucking humming. All right? And I don't want to point nobody out, single nobody out, because it is rude. But it's getting to the point. If you're my friend and we are cool and you say hi to me on the regular and I say hi to you on the regular and you're listening to this and this is your final warning. The next time we hang out, if we're really cool, you know what I mean? Like we get along well and stuff like that, I will bring this up to you. I will be nice about it.
But you bring it up.
I'll be like, Papi, we are in the bodega.
And I gotta fucking bleep.
Go, Papi. Go inside, bro. $3.99. Get that Gillette. The Gillette gel, bro, that they bought at Costco. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Everybody's first deodorant.
Oh man.
Yo, y'all, people were humming that day, bro. And it bothered me because
it was humid the whole day.
Because I gotta suffer through this. You know what I mean?
Oh, well.
People were humming, bro. It's summer, bro. You know what I mean? I get the weekday games. That's all day. They're probably wearing that shirt all day. But you know, you can freshen up.
You don't got time to go home.
If you work in an office, you can have a little deodorant in your desk.
Bang, bro.
In your little desk and hit it with a...
There's no Axe. As long as it's not Axe.
You can bring a different shirt. You can switch your shirt out. You know what I mean? You don't got to wear the shirt you've been wearing for the last 11 hours since 7:15 when you left your crib in the morning.
Because you know, a lot of people don't go back home until the end of the match.
After the match. And rightfully so. I fully get that. But that's why we could do things to help each other. And then on the weekends, there's no excuse.
Yeah, on the weekends.
You know what I mean?
You must, unless you like had a bender. Oh, I said a bender, and just fell asleep somewhere.
Women too. Y'all too. This goes out to y'all. This ain't strictly male only. This is gender neutral podcast right here. Everybody gets everybody.
Yeah, everybody. But
yeah, come on,
PSA. Man. The more you know.
Please, guys. Please, because it's not fair.
No.
Yeah.
Nah, but
thank you guys. I appreciate the talk.
So let's get to the beans of crazy. We come back. NYC is
the beans of the crazy. I don't think I've ever heard that.
I know the beans of the crux. I hate beans. We had that convo.
Yeah, beans are good for your heart, guys. Yeah. Eat your vegetables.
Is that even though it's not a vegetable?
Beans is not a vegetable.
No.
Why not?
It's considered a grain.
It's a grain, and the grain is not a vegetable.
I don't think so. A
grain is a grain.
Yeah.
Interesting. I learned something new today.
Food pyramids.
Hit that shit again.
Take the nutrition advice from
that
us.
Shit. The non-Hawaiian NYCFC Hawaiian t-shirt wearing guys. Listen to these guys. They clearly know what they're talking about. You know what I mean?
Nah, but NYC's back. We another Friday.
We ain't shit, bro.
And we're playing the reigning champs, Columbus Crew. Who, honestly,
the Crew of Columbus,
a team that until they show us anything else, are favorites to win it again.
Yeah. They went to the final of the CONCACAF Champions Cup, which I caught an epiphany for. Watching 360 when they mentioned that last night, Saturday. I truly believe they changed the name from CONCACAF Champions League to CONCACAF Champions Cup because of the Leagues Cup.
You think so? So like
1000%.
So that the name league could just stay with the cup?
Could be when you hear leagues and a cup, you figure it's the Leagues Cup and not the Champions League because they want more eyes on this one. Also, that one pays more.
Yeah,
but it's only going to two federations.
Ooh, yeah.
Shout out to everybody who shut down their.
Dude, I
denied the ticket thing for the Leagues Cup.
I messed up.
I heard for a fact that if we advance and we host any games after the first round, they're all gonna be Red Bull Arena guys.
That's what you heard?
Heard big word. Heard.
So I fucked up and I missed the cutoff. I'm trying to like not get my tickets for that. I don't want to. Like I'm not trying to do all that shit right now, especially if we're going to Rebel Arena. But
yeah, so fuck that.
yeah, so but
Shouts to that. Shouts to third rail. Shouts to third rail president. Shouts to a third rail president, which is Andrew Tucker. Shouts to him because I heard I didn't read it, but I heard it was a very stern statement, encouraging and giving his opinions on certain things. Maybe you should join third rail and find out because I don't. I don't really know the details, but it was very against Leagues Cup.
Look, hey, I feel like at this point everybody knows how the league wide stance is. You guys chose this over the U.S. Open. You guys are choosing this over this, or everything that's merit. Fuck yeah.
Scheduling congestion.
Yeah. But Columbus is in town. Wilfred Nancy decided he didn't. Okay, I will say this: he didn't give the full out like let me diss the field, but he did mention the baseball field or how it's not a good look for the league beforehand. So we came into this.
No, he did a negative. He did one negative. He said that, which I've heard before. Which I've heard from people, and next time you're on Yankee Stadium field, I want you to check it because I think you'll be able to. Apparently, if you stand in midfield and you looking straight to one goal,
I've done this,
and you fully
no, I've done this. I've done
180 in the same spot. The other goal is not straight.
So I've done this. So
like,
what happens is
like the line's like this a bit.
Nah. So what happens is the optical illusion of
the depth perception of the field
of the way the baseball diamond is or baseball field to the soccer field makes you look at the wrong place, but your body is lined up with the pitch. It's just your eyes just get drawn to the right because that's where you're like almost the center line kind of like of where you are on the field. You follow the wall, and then that fucks you up because also there's that screen behind
I heard
the thing.
though, but I've heard that
I walked that. Like if you stand on right where the goal is, right?
Yeah.
The touch line.
Yeah.
I literally stood there. I did it once, turned around, so I know that I'm lined up with the pitch. I looked up and I looked straight. I'm looking straight away, but I noticed that my eyes were just drawn away from there. So you don't naturally, when you turn, you don't want to run in where you're supposed to run. You want to run where your eyes are taking you, which is going to take you away from where the pitch is. That's where the thing goes. Geometrically, it's perfect, or not perfect, but it's squared up.
Yeah, it's the stadium. The field is a perfectly squared rectangle.
Yeah, it's just that. Okay. It's your eyes are just
well, that's
tricks.
what he brought up. That's the one thing he brought up.
Honestly, you know what I think, and I still say this, because I mentioned this before, but I still say this.
Don't you dare mention it again.
What what I think will help is putting the boards on the other side so that when the players look this way, they don't just see the vast third base
behind
side.
The other goal
not behind the other goal, on the third base side, like that line. It may not. You don't have to do the whole run up on the side like that. But they done it in Citi Field where they'll put boards on that side, and visually at that point you can see your rectangle.
Oh, okay. Because you see it open up on that corner.
Yeah, it just opens up so that then your eyes just want to go
and
the opposite way.
And there's that one groundskeeper / securitas dude with like wearing the turtleneck long sleeve with the khakis, just minding his old damn business. All of a sudden he's about to get tackled by somebody. And he's like, oh, damn.
Because even the boards behind the goal are not lined up. They're
Vivid description there, guys, right?
I know.
That guy sits there. Pay attention, people. That guy sits there.
He's cool. But no. So game start. Well, game. I want to get to the lineup. Yeah, let's get to the lineup.
Do the lineup real quick, right quick, because we gotta get going. We gotta get going, guys.
So
because there's a Copa America going to start soon.
Start us off by who we're shouts to the pigeon. Shouted us out about our take. My man is out here, Captain America. He should be Captain America almost at this point. They call him Man of Steel.
Man of Steel.
Man of Steel.
Mr. Freeze can't beat the Man of Steel.
He's getting all the nicknames, bro.
Listen, Matt Freeze and go. Who shouts everybody? I try to vote almost every day.
Same.
For MLS All-Star game. Matt Freeze. Let's get Matt Freeze in there. I think no matter what, even the bad time we had at the early start of the season, like he's been solid that whole time.
He's solid.
He's one of the top goalkeepers. And in this match, he kept us in the whole first half. It was all him, baby. Matt Freese in goal. We got Micha Ilinic trying to earn a shower. Tana Slevich, Burke Risa, and Tavon Gray paying the left back. We'll get into that in one moment. Keaton Parks and James Sands as the pivot. Those two are solidified starters, I believe, in that little part of the midfield. We got Augustino Ojeda, Santi Rodriguez, and Hannes Wolf as our midfield, attacking midfield. Okay, I like that. And Alonso Martinez making a start.
Yeah.
Let's go. Musa Bakar is with Algeria, I believe. And Jovan
on the bench.
Mijatovic is on the bench.
Yeah. So,
let's start off with the left back's position first off.
So during their warm-ups, I saw that Tavon was taking all warm-ups on the left side. And I was like, oh, okay. Because he was fully working on his crossing. He doesn't play there. So he hasn't been having to use that left foot. And it wasn't looking bad during warm-ups. So I don't know if it was something that's been working in training now.
They probably practice that all week. Yeah. You know, that's something they do.
But as somebody who's criticized him for his crossing, for him to just slide in and then have to cross.
Not me. I've been down with down with Tavon Gray since day one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He single-handedly got us through the MLS Cup with one cross and drawing a very famous foul that people forget that he drew that foul.
So, but yeah, so he was. Great, I saw him there, so I was like, okay, bet we're going left back here, because
Kevin O'Toole's not 100%.
Not 100%.
Pretty much it.
And we let go of Jason. Well, not let go. We sold him.
Shouts to Jason for moving to Denmark.
Taking a big risk. Not a big risk, but
enjoy the rest of your career.
Good luck. Now he's dead to Sanchez.
Yeah, it's over.
That's it.
I'll probably never hear about you ever again. In a few years, it was 2024.
Yeah.
2026.
You think he comes back?
2027. 2027 TST player.
Damn.
28. Wow. TST player. If he doesn't go well. If it doesn't go well. How about that? If it doesn't go well in Denmark.
Jason, I believe in you. I believe in you.
I'm sorry,
and
bro.
You country him?
To his face. To his face, I was like, yo, remember that he had a wide open goal. He missed.
Yep.
We made a meme.
Nah.
You know? Vives en un country. El arco comida, you know? And I happened to see him that same day at the trivia night. He showed up. I was like, oh, shit, he's here. Did you see the meme? He's like, nah. Yeah. And then Justin Hack was like, yeah, you did the meme with this. I was like...
Anyways, good lineup against what...
You can't miss those in Denmark,
what could be considered, just a stacked lineup. You have...
Hold on. Gray in the left back.
Yeah.
McFarland on the bench.
Yes.
The only defensive option on the bench, unless you shift someone back there, but the only true lateral left back is Christian McFarland, which we'll come to find out later why I have a criticism on this lineup.
All right. So, but I say it's a good lineup to go against who could be a back-to-back champion. Like this is a stacked lineup. You have Darlington Abbey, who is honestly, even through that Champions League match, that dude can ball. Like
he's a beast.
He's Cucho is a threat all the fucking time. Like
Rossi, Ramirez,
bro, everybody, bro. That lineup, they got crazy. They got ballers. Farsi's also
Amundsen.
A baller. And Amundson's back. We know what he became.
Farsi, they got a squad.
They got a squad, bro. Columbus.
The coach Wilfred Nancy. They got
this was our. I feel like
got James Sands' twin brother. Will Sands was on the bench. Shouts to that dude. He's James Sands with brown hair.
Pretty much
dark brown hair, and it's weird.
And
and it's weird how.
All I'm saying is this was like I want to say this was our first real test in can the team that just went on the streak at that point was on the streak
on this run, yeah. Great run.
What happens when you put them like through a quote unquote Eastern juggernaut, because that's who the Columbus Crew.
But see, this is the thing. Trapito Ojeda, Agustin, Trey from Blue Balls was trying to do the goose movement going Agustin, and I'm not feeling it.
I don't think it's gonna work.
You know what I don't think so. I think you might be on your own on that one, Trey. But that's the position right there that's been just like our center forward position. Like that left wing position has been bouncing around, trying to see who gets
He's platooning it right now. He's doing.
I guess he's doing. My imagination is taking me that Nick Cushion is rotating that position to better suit the opposition. I think he probably rates them all pretty equally, and he goes, "But your speed is better against this guy. This guy's left foot is weaker, so when you cut to your right." It's better
because they were attacking his side. The left side was really that was their plan. It was like, let's go that way. Trapito Hera, who's lively. He's just a lively character, and you can tell he has his skills, but he also has a high ceiling. Like, we have a lot of players who are naturally gifted but still need development. And again, this is why I was like, start before the match. I was just like, this could be. I'm not calling this a trap game because it's not a trap game by any means. It's like, can we go toe to toe to a team who is a team? Like when we talk about like a team front and back, gel with each other well, and are highly skilled for MLS, how do we go against them? And honestly, I think we held our own. And that lineup held its own. I know the first half it looked scary for a little bit there, but and then shouts to Matt Freeze because he put in some saves, bro.
Yeah, Matt Freeze off the initial whistle. Basically, he's like, time to work, put a shift in. You know what I mean? No off days back there, guys. We're also dealing with Thiago Martins.
He's injured.
He's still not 100% prepared. So Tanasevich, I think, overall got better at that position. Felt a little bit more comfortable now. Comfortable. That's a difficult word for a Sunday afternoon.
Comfort tables.
Comfort tables.
But Matt Freeze kept us in. But we were pushing, or like, how did it look from where you were at from that first half? Because that first half, I felt like I was on the defense side, so I was closer to you guys on the field. There were moments where I'm like, we're not even coming this way. Like, I couldn't even get shots all that time because we were playing forward. Like, we were pressing.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I barely watched much of the game at the stadium. The second half, a blur. The first half, after the first 10 minutes, that's when I settled into my spot and I watched the whole first half, which was great.
All right,
but
how did you see, like, from your perspective? Because for me, it looked very much
no. I rewatched the match, guys. I am a professional here. All right. Just because I didn't watch it one day, I made time on my Saturday evening, busting down some leftovers to watch a match. And hell of a match, bro. The quality of the game off Jump Street is just phenomenal to me. I knew watching the game, like, I have to rewatch this game. It's so good because it was really back and forth. Like, early on, it was like Columbus came on
swinging on
business, and so did we. We were a little bit. I kind of see where people are saying that we're playing a little bit more on the counter attack.
Yeah, our possession numbers call for it.
Yeah, so that we're like settling back a bit more and trying to wait for the mistakes. And then there's times when we're pressing up high, and it's just, we are a legit team out there. That first half, a hell of a first half, bro. The back and forth. Columbus, I felt like Columbus had a better game.
In the first
I felt like Columbus was doing. You know what I felt?
They had their better chances.
Rewatching the game, I noticed something, especially most of the first half, especially the first half of the first half. All of our players looked about a half a step too slow in reaction to everything, whether it be a pass from a player or a defensive lapse where like the pass is coming through you to someone else.
Yeah,
and it's like maybe if you reacted a hair faster, you could have got to that ball. And I really felt that the team was really struggling to, get to game speed, and that's what led to Columbus being able to
get so many chances,
cut us through because we were a half a step behind.
You know who I noticed kind of embodied that sentiment really for the entire match, or at least for the first half? Keaton Parks.
Keaton Parks was fucking slow as fuck.
That first half, Keaton Parks was missing.
I was referring to him a lot, actually.
Yeah.
When I mentioned the pass going through, there was a moment where a pass went right through him, and he was just like, he just stared at the ball, roll right past him.
I don't know if the baby's keeping you up, bro, but it's
sleep at a hotel the night before.
Dead ass or something. Do what Burke Risa does. Burke Risa apparently gets a hotel, and every single he has to get like a specific routine.
Yeah, he has like a hotel thing where where he becomes like a psychopath or
Yeah.
something, bro. He probably's in there like punching himself in the face, getting ready for shit.
But
Getting ready for battle on some like Game of Thrones shit. Shouts to Game of Thrones.
Word.
No spoilers here because we ain't
We're
watching
not
it.
watching yet. But I think he was very, like, nothing was really crisp with him in that first half. And it built a lot of those. I mean, I'm just watching it from one perspective. But even from the highlights, like, it looked like every time he would miss the ball, miss his pass, that's when Columbus just jumped and was able to get on it. And a lot of their chances really were just not really from like passing or running plays. There were a lot of counters, a lot of countering moments, or they were able to take a bad pass and just one pass it to Ramirez and make their link ups. So,
But the same way,
I think that's where we were losing it in the first half, was really through Keaton. We were losing that battle hard.
we were struggling with him. But the same way that they were slicing and dicing us, we were getting moments on the counter where coming back to the step too slow part where we'll make an erroneous pass or a pass will be too far ahead of somebody. And if that person, the receiving player was a little bit faster, I think Trapito Ojeda had a moment like that.
Yeah, the on Alonso's first attempt,
El Linish had a moment like that as well.
like the pass, if the pass would have been weighted a little bit better to Alonso, like where he could just maybe swing it. He had to take a step.
Maybe the 1 hour rain delay did affect people.
Could be.
Maybe that is the case, because I know it was announced about an hour before kickoff, maybe just a hair, like about an hour before kickoff it was announced that it was delayed. No, a little bit, around an hour. I don't know.
Yeah.
Around an hour before kickoff it was delayed. The players are already there too. Now they got to figure out what to do for a whole other hour. Maybe they already went through their whole stretching routine.
Yeah, you're still now.
Because they're at that point, an hour out, you're getting ready in about 15 to 20 minutes to go out and warm onto the field and warm up. So maybe,
just keep warm. Just go to the.
Yeah, but it
play
messes the
two-touch.
routine. These athletes are routine. You saw, you just said Burke Reese has to go freaking punch himself in the stomach in a hotel by himself, yelling into a pillow or some shit. I don't know.
But by 25 minutes in, like, you should at least catch up already. Like, you're 25 minutes into the match and you're still sort of like half stepping out. Exactly. But like you said, on offense, we weren't cruising, but we were getting in. We're not sharp yet. But there was when was it? It was at the what minute was it that our first goal came around?
Our first goal. Wait, no. We can't get into the first goal yet. We got to get into the red card.
Oh, gotcha. Because there's a lead up. So at this point, I feel like it wasn't really like chippy. So those moments of they're getting the ball in these scenarios where it's just one passing with the short field. Ramirez was getting that ball on one pass all the time. Like they might have Wolverine actually might have criticized the field, but they definitely practiced that. Hey, we don't have to lob it up too much. Like if we if we pressure them, one pass and you're already at
you're on the final third already. You're answering the what you looking for?
Yeah, my phone, my bad, was just ringing.
The ref.
Yeah.
When you said it wasn't chippy, I don't agree with that.
No. What I meant by that was that not that it wasn't chippy, more that it was at that point that we were still finessing it, like we were still able to cut them through. But yes, I do agree.
It was a little chippy.
It got chippy. It was
the players were on both sides. Friday night lights right here. I mean, Yankee Stadium, the Bronx, New York. There ain't nothing else going on. Ain't nothing else. Well, NBA Finals. Who watches the NBA Finals? I sure as hell haven't watched.
I honestly forgot that it was happening.
You know, like this was the players were playing physically up for it. Like mentally and physically, they were in the game.
This was supposed to be the marquee match of the week because this was it.
Yeah.
Everybody else played at the same time on Saturday, all jumbled up together. We were dolo, and they decided to choose the most incompetent ref that they could find to ref this game.
We'll get to the ref in a second, but the ref is not at this point in the game. He's like a little struggling right here. You know what I mean?
Son.
So there was a breakaway again. Micha Ilinic.
Nah, but there was yellows, bro, before that, man.
No, there was only one to Tanaslevich in the 32nd minute. Tana Slevich in the 32nd minute got a yellow card. And then in the 39th minute, Mitchell Lynch lost his freaking mind out there, man.
I don't know. You said that it was a straight red. I don't think it. I would think
straight red.
I don't think it's a straight red.
I think
I think that moment, if you're reading the match and you see this going back and forth,
full extension of the arm, bro. It's a straight red.
Did he have possession of the ball?
It doesn't. Yes, he did.
The ball was not in his possession.
He had touched the ball up. He has possession of the ball. He has touches.
Listen, you give a yellow, but like, well, you're gonna
he questionable on the last man. Maybe yes, maybe no. The full arm extension, bro. The aggressive, because once he swung his arm, who was that? Hernandez, right? Cucho?
That was Ramirez.
Ramirez already had half a step on him already. So he Lynch reached out and basically swung him in the back. He hit him with like a wrestling potato arm punch in the back.
And from like where I saw it, it was just more like a shoulder check. Like,
nah, bro, full
like you
extension
got shoulder
of
to
the
shoulder.
Arm. You didn't watch the replay? He didn't do his homework.
I did watch the replay, but it just still looked like shoulder to shoulder to me. Like I didn't.
This is not shoulder to shoulder, bro. This is arm.
They didn't show the VAR.
And
replay.
you know what? That's what funny thing you're saying, bro. Because in the stadium they don't show the replays.
Like I'm only.
Someone made fun of me because I pulled out my phone and put it on the Apple because I want to see the replays. And on the broadcast, I was like, why aren't they showing that many replays? How come I got to go all the way back to when it happened? And then when I rewatched the game, the replays weren't as much on the broadcast either.
Like,
and I'm like, come on, guys, you guys got to show this stuff. Like
that shit. There's no replay, so you have to see it from what I saw. It looked like
it was a foul.
It looked like a shoulder.
I fully accept it. He knew it too, because when they zoom in on his face, right after the foul, you see his heart break when he realizes what he just did.
Yeah, his walk off was sad, and
like in the moment, like the ref didn't even pull out the card yet. He knew already. His eyes was like, no. He put his hands in his head because it's a straight red, bro. There's no question about it. Red card all day, every day.
All I know is at that point, I got scared because it was just we're going down to 10. And we got a team that can get in. I got scared. I got scared that we were gonna falter like crazy. I was like, what's gonna be the subs? What are we gonna do?
Yeah,
like we're gonna hunker down.
At that moment, I was like, holy smokes! Let me see. I was like, let's try to make it a halftime. You know, like it's only 6 minutes at that point to the red card came out. Let's get to halftime. Let's figure it out. Let's just stay alive, though. Let's not concede right now. Pressuring. Let's not want the ball because, like you said, these guys are gonna want to eat us alive. And on top, I'm like, back of my mind, I'm like, we still got the whole second half.
I'm telling you, man, at that point, the ref was like, you saw Santi was getting frustrated already with the ref by that time, man.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even that just yellow cards. It was the stoppages.
No, check this out though. Check this out. For that red card, he didn't go to the screen. He didn't have to go to the screen because it was clear and obvious. They told him in his ear, beep, 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 beep. Red card.
Just in general, he
confirmed.
Was a lot of the stoppages that he was causing. He was making himself a little way too much part of the game.
Too many the foul, the whistle kept blowing. Stop and go was a little hesitant. But listen,
advantages weren't being played out. Like
we prevailed.
It came through. Well, there's something that Cushing said in the press conference afterwards that really for me was how this from this moment forward. He was like, you can have the skills, you can have the touches, you can have all of that. But what a New York team looks like, it's the grit. The character is what makes this team. And from that point on, you saw it. Because what happened almost immediately after?
Yeah.
Bro.
You better protect your neck.
Son.
You better protect your neck.
What a play. Quick 3 passes, something like that. Santi unlocks it to Alonso.
Who with the back heel, bing.
Very reminiscent of the Villa
to
Harrison goal.
And then Trapito Ojeda with the Hezzy cut back to the right and shoot to the left. Textbooks. Someone said it on Twitter where this back heel pass and play is going to be talked about the same way the Villa Harrison play gets talked about a lot. And that Villa Harrison goal was nominated for goal of the year that year.
No. It was a great pass. It was...
No, I'm thinking about the other Harrison goal.
That's when he's shifty. Yeah.
But the Villa back.
In
And,
our-
and,
in-
and that
within our
tweet also
lore.
said
Within
back
our
heels and
lore.
NYCFC go hand in
Yeah,
hand.
like it's just. Remember we used to be like back UFC.
Oh, bro.
Everybody
when
was
we
trying
had
to-
the.
yeah.
That's the last inheritances of last traces of life from Villa era,
Yeah,
because the
just back
Villa was the one he loved, especially when he couldn't turn no more. When he couldn't, you know, the knees was giving out and he couldn't hit them hips
Nah,
like that.
he just
Back heel or Russ.
But that goal, I think Trapito's second goal of the season, dude. It will we're down to 10 men.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, honestly, the way I always call it is really you're going 9 because your keeper is you're not pushing your keeper up the field. So the moment you're up there, you're only playing with 9 players. So it's really 9v10 or 9v11, sorry, because at that point you're playing against the keeper. It's the confidence. Again, our goal scorers look like they got the confidence. Trapito look, bro, that Hezzy's a skill. That Hezzy's not something that he just he just thought about it right there. He had him on his ass, bro. So, bam, we go up. No, you know the confidence that gives you, both as a fan. The stadium erupted.
Yeah.
At that point, and mind you, it wasn't like it was like
What minute was it? Let me double check.
I think it was like the 41st minute,
44th minute. Excuse me, 44th minute where this goal happened. This is, I just watched the pony race, and the driver of this pony, this horse, look, he fell off as soon as out the gate, and the horse was unmanned 1/3, finished third.
I saw that where it happened. The horse actually ran. One, sorry.
Look, he's
went
third.
viral.
Nobody's on that horse.
Hey, shouts to
how
the
y'all
horse.
lose to a horse with no driver,
House of jockey.
no jockey?
Shouts to the horse.
Shouts to horse.
But but nah, man, it was that moment it brought everybody back. It was like, yo, we can still put it on you. They didn't falter back. I remember, I think Dave might have texted us. He's like, yo, park the bus a little bit right afterwards. The team didn't park the bus.
I thought after when that was me first and foremost, that I was all in on the parking of the bus. Park that shit back.
Nah,
girl, you look good. Why don't you back that thing up? All right.
Like with Trapito, bro. Trapito
At 1-0?
1-0, bro. Now
Man down? Beep.
still going for it. Still going for it.
Beep.
And I honestly, at that point, Matt Freeze was still the one holding us down because
Matt Freeze the GOAT.
defensively, Sands kind of got a bit. We went into like a 3 in the back or 5 in the back and then like a 4 diamond. But it was rough. It was rough because think about it. We got Sands becoming our center back, which honestly, I'm iffy on him playing that position, to be honest with you. Even he could slide in at an emergency, that is not a position for him as a center back. But we go into the half 1-0.
Yeah. We
Like-
made it to halftime 1-0.
We go up.
Now without having to use a sub, because it's wild. After the red card on the broadcast, you see it clearly, and they mentioned that Perea is getting ready to
warmed
brought
up.
in for Trapito Ojeda.
Yeah.
And then he goes and scores the goal. Think
Bro.
about that. He couldn't make the sub. They couldn't get the sub in.
But
And Trapito, he was on the line.
hey, look,
And Trapito
Do
Ojeda
it.
scores the goal. So then you save
you save it for the second
sub,
half. You
sub
come back.
window for the halftime.
which
Perfect.
He used a lot of subs in the second half.
Which is perfect.
So it was a lot of shifting around.
No, we didn't.
You're talking about there's 4 subs out of 5.
Yeah, but he only used 2 sub windows.
Oh, the windows. But I'm talking about you still use the subs. But one of those being a very important one that unlocks Maxi.
Maxi came in. Wait, no. We got to get in before Maxi comes in, bro. When the halftime happens, nothing special happened at halftime.
No,
we
it's
move
not.
into second half happens. Fucking all hell breaks loose almost
Yeah.
immediately, bro. The
Yo,
referee
at
went
that
to
point-
his locker room at halftime, and there was a note in the fucking thing. And it
Nah,
was, yo,
¿Quién te pagó?
who told you to blow to not do what we said? You know, like apparently
Everybody, that was the whole thing afterward. Everybody was like that there was a conspiracy that the league didn't want Miami getting threatened. They're like, yo, if we keep climbing with games in hand, we're gonna threaten Miami, and they don't want anybody going at it. So they're like, nah, hold up.
Yeah, the league wants Miami to win 1,000%, bro.
They made the phone. They made the Belichick call.
They were like, he found a duffel bag at halftime and all mayhem immediately. The first one was a VAR check of offsides for a goal, right?
Yeah, that was the
second
Ramirez
goal.
goal. That was the Ramirez goal.
The second goal.
No,
which
their draw when they drew.
when their first goal.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry. Their first goal was a VAR check, right? What was the second goal then?
Their second goal was the Farsi goal.
Farsi goal. Yes. And then the third goal was
the penalty.
First goal, VAR check for offsides. It's crazy how I think he was offside, not offsides, but it's crazy how after 10 years at Yankee Stadium, 10 seasons at Yankee Stadium, they still don't know where to put the cameras to get the VAR correct. Like, y'all making yourselves look bad right now because y'all don't have the view. Y'all supposed to have the shot for VAR. That's not the shot for VAR.
They had that shot for the other side for the penalty now because they didn't have.
They
that
went
goal
to
line.
that fucking eagle eye shit. The shit on the top of fucking the flagpole on the top of the building.
This dude, bro, I think I forgot which one was it. If it was this one or the second one, the penalty. He saw a replay 48 times.
That was the penalty.
That's the penalty one.
We'll get there in a second.
But just like he spent so long on VAR screens that it was like I felt like VAR took at least a quarter of the second half. It felt like.
Well, way to spoil the ending.
What? Ending?
Because of the 14 minutes. Clearly, it took a lot of time because they gave 14 minutes of stoppage time, but.
Just pulling the end of people.
Now we just gave the whole spoiler of the game to everybody. The listeners, there's probably people listening to right now who probably didn't even know the score. They're finding out the score because of us, probably.
Bro,
we're their voice of enlightenment in this situation. All right,
dude. That dude, he wanted to live on that board. If clear and obvious is clear and obvious,
but we're not there yet, bro. Could we get to
talking about the refereeing as a whole? I want like this shit. This shit was mad annoying, bro.
But it wasn't as bad. It did.
Bro.
It was bad, but you're not even letting it to get to the worst part yet.
Like it was.
You just jumped to the worst part. Yes, the referee was fucking trash. If that's what you want to talk about,
like
he was no good. Apparently, what Nick Cushing said after the game, which I guess we would have probably never have known. Probably would have never came to light.
Oh, had
he not said it was, not to quote him directly, but in the sense of like, this is a big game. It's a magnitude. It's a very important game. It's a standalone game. It's important for the
like you said.
It's two. I think the word he used was juggernauts in the East, going head to head. You can't have a ref who's only ref 2 games prior, and that is crazy.
2 games. That's what he said.
There's no way that's okay. That this ref is his 3rd game.
And he said what was that he mentioned? He said an experienced ref would know the feeling of the match.
Yeah, because there was some of the fouls that shouldn't have gotten called, like the 48 time replay video review for the 3rd goal. Because at this point they're up 2-1. We didn't get the 2nd goal, but 2-1 they scored. That dude who scored the Farsi Farsi, right?
Yeah.
When he scored this goal, and I saw that he was the one who scored, my reaction was, of course he is. He was pestering the whole game, and I was just watching the game live. I was like, I always had an eye on him because this guy is like, he's in everything. He's
in and out.
He's in every little thing that's going around. He was involved.
No.
The 48 times it was a foul, a push from Hannes Wolf to the back of Farsi, made him fall. And they called a penalty. A foul was called.
The flop and a half, bro.
Was there contact? Yes. Was there? I don't even think there was this. Honestly, I don't think that was a foul. The contact wasn't enough for a foul. Like the commentator on the game, the commentator goes, "Would you have called this if this happened in midfield?" And the color commentator was like, "No." So he's like, "Then it shouldn't be a penalty."
And mind you, people thought that it was getting called back because of a foul on Maxi, like somebody had, there was a foul on the play.
There was a foul after that,
and then
outside the box.
Then they were going back that way. Yeah. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, infield not very good. In stadium is not very good to know what the hell's going on.
No,
not very good at all. Also, they don't show replays. They just show the VAR on the big screen. Like you don't really know what's like. What are they looking at? Really, it's just I think it said foul in the box.
They're just waiting for it.
And
you know who
they showed. The whole thing, that clip that's on around, that was on the broadcast. That's part of the broadcast.
Where him just kind of like going back and forth, you know,
and the commentators talking over it.
Sam, who was next to me, shouts to Sam, he pulled it up on the Apple TV because we was like, you're waiting there for so long. You're like,
what's going on?
What's going on? And we just pulled it up. And it shouldn't be like that. You know, crazy. Sam's kind of like fucked up his assignment on that one. Because when you see the replay, when they chuck the ball back, like he kind of, when he gets the ball back, no, I'm sorry, that was on the Farsi goal. The Farsi goal, he messes that his assignment. You think that with the way the defense was playing at that point, like the referee was just kind of like, fuck it? Because it was just like, you're not playing up to the moment. So they were just giving away all those fouls like that.
I think frustration in the mental aspect of it. But this is another thing I want to bring up with this team. And remember being a half step slow.
Yeah.
This team all season, a lot of games, not all I think, but many games, starting the second half, they're always caught off guard.
It's bad.
Whether they get scored on or the other team is just more freely attacking to start second halves. Our team is like mentally, I think that's like a mental thing where you're not 100% aware and prepared for what you're about to, what's going to happen once that whistle blows.
Yeah, I think by the time that the third goal comes around, everyone on the stadium is already chirping at the referee.
Was
Santi, just you could see Santi they
clapping at him in his face.
One of those like every time. Everyone on the field has just had it.
Shouts to, hold up a second, James Sands with the captaincy since that infamous night on June 5th, 2023 when he got yelled at. Not yelled at, but he was spoken to sternly about a passionate and loving fan. Shouts to you, shouts to your sister. But yeah, like James Sands back at captaincy for the first time.
For me at that point, I wanted the game to be over because it felt like the game was being taken away from us from the pitch.
Yes,
like
at that moment, it was like we might get scored more.
Yeah,
like the game is over. Like, because you wouldn't have been surprised. I would not have been surprised if the players mentally checked out completely to the point where it's like due to frustration.
Because like you're calling everything on us, and it's like at this point. Whatever.
Due to frustration, whatever. I think I was like, yo, these players, like, I might be capable of losing like my cool like that if I was a player. Like,
we get one back though. We get one back from a crazy chip assist from Maxi.
Hold up, real quick. The fouls, 16 fouls called on us and 12 called on them. 28 fouls. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a lot of, and most of those in the second half.
6 yellow cards in total and 1 red card.
Look at that. And how many? And the yellow cards favor us.
Four for us, 2 for them.
Like.
We lost our marbles, though. We did lose our marbles. One of the yellow cards was Santi Rodriguez kicking the ball into oblivion because a foul was called, which was not a foul. Also, which was not a foul.
And that was the second time he done that.
That was deep inside. Yes, he did kick the ball away twice, and I thought, he's about to get clipped.
When Santi gets annoyed or angry,
there's no bringing him back.
He just says red.
There's no bringing him back.
That's it. He's gone. And Maxi was getting to that point. Maxi was getting to.
I don't blame Maxi for
Maxi was getting frustrated. Where I was like, yo, I think Maxi might put hands on the ref at this point.
So after the second goal was when the Maxi came in. Yeah. After the second goal, but clearly they showed Maxi a lot. Happened to show him a lot on screen when on the broadcast when they were showing like Nick Cushion. You see Maxi in the back.
Good reception back, by the way.
And and he looked like he was so into the game, like he was borderline coaching from his seat.
That's what he does.
Yeah, and I was like, that's really cool to have him back on the bench. Even if he's not starting on the bench, he could coach the other players. He could start telling like a player on the near side, like, come here, yo, you come push up this way. You know what I mean? That's very cool. I thought that was very cool to see him.
He's like practicing probably for like what he's gonna do next.
Maybe.
Year.
Well, you know what, guys? After Pep, next is all you.
Yeah, nah. I think at that second, we just played like everybody. It just felt like it wasn't in our control at that point. Like he made how many? What was the other subs? It was Perea that came in also as well.
Okay, so let me get to after Maxi came in at 56. The penalty happened the 65th. So our subs came in. Perea came in at halftime for Ojeda. During halftime, so that didn't use the substitution window. So after Morales, that's 2 subs. In the 74th minute, Malachi Jones came in for Tavon Gray. And Christian McFarland came in, which was weird. So they made his debut, which is so. After the red card, Tavon Gray went to the right side, right?
Yeah.
And who played the left side?
McFarlane took over.
No. McFarlane.
He moved to the left. He moved to your left.
No.
Viewing him, yes.
No.
But the left hand going this way.
As soon as the red card happened, Tavon went to the right side, and they played with and Sands dropped into the back.
Sands dropped at the center.
Yeah,
They
so
went
that's
to
what
the
happened.
But I'm talking about when he came in.
When he came in, what happened was that they shifted the defensive line, be freed up Malachi to come forward now. Tavon was staying back as a right back when after the red card.
Malachi wasn't in at that for the red card.
That's what I'm saying. Malachi. That's exactly. Tavon Gray went to right back and played defense. He didn't go up. So when putting a left back in, because there was no left back, putting a left back in and putting Malachi in the right back position.
Wolf actually took over the left back. He slided back there for a little bit
because we played defense.
Yeah.
So that puts a left back there, and then you free up Malachi to move up. What Hannes was doing, moving up when Gray was playing right back. Now you get what I'm saying?
No, I got you.
Okay. Everybody else get what I'm saying? Good. All right. So now Malachi Jones, there's a reason why he doesn't play on the right side. His right foot is not that good.
Yeah, he had a bad, horrible miss.
He had a really bad miss, which I feel like it was a good chance on that. I don't know what the XG on that is. I don't even know where to look that up, to be honest.
It was,
but
stats.
I feel like that goal right there, that shot, there was a good opportunity right there. I think he might have been 1-on-1 with the keeper, but the defensive play was right to the side, so it's not really true 1-on-1. But he did have his face to go, which is very key in those moments. He had a cross right before that was horrendous, and then something happened after that shot where I think they told him, yo, cut back to your left.
Oh, to come back, yeah.
To go into your dominant foot once you're up there so you can make a decent cross or get a shot off. But his crossing did improve as the game went on with his right foot.
He had a lot of touchline crosses.
He was forced to do that. He was forced to play up there, which was really cool. Because you know what? We went for it. We went at it. Down the man, down 2 goals. We were at it. Christian McFarlane looked like an adult out there.
He looked good,
That
man.
is a big child.
He almost had an assist on his first touch.
That is almost had an assist on his first touch. Who hit it over the crossbar?
I think it might have been Santi. Santi had a slip too. He had a free kick where he slipped up on that. We were going for it.
Santi was slicing and dicing at this point. At this point, you would not have known that we were a man down the way the momentum of the game was at this point. Late into the second half, like after the 80th minute.
And this is where the field kind of does play a role because with the size of the pitch,
one pass and you're into the final.
You could go down a man and almost like as long as you can cover that enough space, you can play it out. It's almost like they get too crowded.
Santi Rodriguez with another. I don't want to say solo goal, but he does. Put himself into.
That touch was crazy.
His moves were crazy to get that shot off.
Maxi's pass to him just laid it. Bang! He knew exactly where he had to leave it.
86th minute.
And just put a dude on his ass, bro.
I believed, bro.
You believed?
86th minute, second goal down 3-2. The way the game was, I was like,
it's coming.
I'm like, they're gonna give a few minutes of stoppage time. So I'm like, maybe they give 4. So we have 4 + 4, 8 minutes. I think 8 minutes is good. I think no, we could get one right now. We could get a third one. And I was like, I think I told Charlie, I'm like, yo, we tie this game. This place is gonna go
crazy
nuts. The second goal, the place exploded, bro. The building. How did the building sound from the field level?
At that when that goal came in, that's what I'm saying. That energy at that moment just said 3-3. The energy, if we were going on pushing these players from just everybody feeling it, 3-3.
There was
because we were the aggressors. We completely became the aggressors on 3-1.
Yeah,
late aggressors. We were the aggressors.
The come on New York around the 90th minute. I felt like the whole stadium was singing.
Yeah, it was when the stadium gets rocking, bro, and then the boos that they were giving out, like it was you know how you say everybody was present. Everybody was watching the match. Everybody was watching the match. Nobody was thinking like, oh, I gotta beat the traffic, whatever. Everybody was present. I feel like that third goal was coming, man. I feel like that third goal.
The ref went out and lost his freaking mind. Put 14 minutes up in the air.
Yo.
I was like, 14 minutes. Holy smokes. I was all in. I was like,
You felt it.
you messed up, ref. We about to score.
You felt it. You felt it.
Oh man, fucking, it was there. It was there for the taking, and that's why we lost 3-2 after 14 minutes of stoppage time. Ridiculous calls. That was when Santi and Keane Parks called back-to-back yellows. Maxi Morales and Santi and Keane Parks called back-to-back yellows. That's one of the times he kicked the ball away. Santi kicked the ball and didn't get the yellow for that. The second time,
away from him,
and the 90 plus, he kicked it that way. Yeah. And this one he kicked it straight up. And
you right in front of the bench.
Right in front
he
of the
said,
bench.
"Fuck this, bro."
Yeah, fucking tried roofing that ball.
It's a lot of. It just became choppy, dirty. Like it went away from like being the proper match that it was. It felt away from it.
But I still didn't have a sour taste in my mouth.
No.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Hey, yo. Nah, what was it? Say the line that you said when I saw you. Like,
We beat him with 11.
We beat them with 11.
With 11 on the field, I think we beat that Columbus team.
Like, think about it.
Because they also couldn't do much with us against 10. I'm not saying that the ref gifted them the win, but it does influence a lot, and that penalty call, questionable. What if just not giving that penalty sways the game a lot? Because now the mentality is, all right, let's get one to tie, and we bunker down maybe.
The thing with that moment is you leave, and I think you leave out, you leave this match frustrated, but you leave the match knowing we're them.
I felt good. I was like, nah, we
Dude, I almost had you.
Like,
we almost had you.
Had you. Like how? Like it's crazy, and that was just that's why I think we're using the ref almost as like a scapegoat, which for the most part it is.
No, I don't put it all on the ref.
I know, but I'm talking about as a fan base, Twitter space, everybody.
The fan base is killing these refs.
Killing the refs. But because we didn't have a great first half, either we were in and scored, but overall, this just shows us that going forward, we're not gonna let up. That taking a break didn't hurt us because we were in it. Mm-hmm. I think you kind of convinced me we're quick a little bit with the delay. Maybe took them off the rhythm. Yeah, and they just couldn't get started mentally, whatever. But going forward, man, like we're gonna be a team that you cannot especially at home. You're not gonna come and bully us.
Once again, we put another notice out that even when we're down a man,
you can't.
We're not dead.
We're not. We're not the same
over.
Team, bro.
It's not over with even down a man.
That team that started those first I'll call it 6 matches, whatever, bro. We're not that team anymore.
No, dead and gone.
And Magno might be dead and gone.
That's where I was gonna get with Magno. I felt that after the second goal, around the 90th minute, once it was announced 14 minutes, I was like, you know what? What's the difference of losing 4-2 than losing 3-2 at this point in the game? I felt that you take out Tanaslevich, number 12, and you put it, because I don't think there was anybody else on the field that I would have taken out. I would take out a defensive player, Tanaslevich. I'm not taking out James Sands. I'm taking.
He had a crazy clearance with the back heel. Remember that one, the first half?
Yes. So I'm taking Tanaslevich out, and I'm going full attack mode with Taz Magno. I know Julian Fernandez was also on the bench, but I felt like Taz Magno maybe has something in him to prove personally. Like, imagine him scoring the game time goal down a man and deep into
McFarland almost had the tying goal.
Yes. But watching the broadcast, I kind of had the sense of like, wow, the problem with making that sub too early, making any sub, because he saved the sub. The problem with making a sub too early is that if you do tie, do you have the defensive presence at that point to hold Columbus the last 5 to 10 minutes of stoppage time or whatever? You get what I'm saying? Is Talis Magno a player you could count on defensively in that moment at the time? And that's the reason why I think he made no sub, because he probably felt that whoever was left on the bench, which was Justin Hack,
Jovan,
Julian,
the usual suspects at this point. Barasa, technically.
They're not defensive. They're defensive liabilities.
Yeah.
You can't trust them defensively at that moment. So I think that's why he didn't make the sub. And I was killing him for it. on Friday, but rewatching the game, I was like,
You saw
I saw that in me. I was like, nah, if you put this sub in and you actually succeed, are you capable of holding them? And I think the answer would have been no. Because at that point, Columbus would have turned it all the way up and we would have been forced to bunker down.
But I think also the flow of the game at that point, we looked like we were just aggressive.
Yeah, but things change after a score.
Yeah.
It's a whole reset, a mentality reset now. You're no longer chasing that goal. You're no longer Cody Rhodes trying to finish the story.
I think
that drive got the will, got the drive. You know?
I think at 3-3, I don't know. It's rough, especially with Magna right now.
I think 3-3, the shift, the momentum shifts back to Columbus's favor. But yeah, I think Nick Cushing did it all right. I think the question is, I think McFarland should have started the match to begin with.
To start it? Nah.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Why you start the match? Because now you have a player on the bench. Let's say it's Tavon Gray again on the bench who could sub in for either or, left back or right back. If you start Tavon Gray, you only have a left back option, which is
McFarland.
McFarland. You have no right back option. So now you're like,
I think
the worst case scenario, what happened, literally worst case scenario, you like you say, you had Hannes Wolf push back to defend the last few minutes of the first half into the second half until it's just you kill some of the attacking power you can have.
I'm with you. I just don't think you start against Columbus. I don't think you start a debut McFarland. I think you go with what you know.
That's the only thing you could say that to be why Union started.
And it wasn't like he
shout outs to
did a bad job.
I think I saw it through the social medias, like the angle clip. I think I saw through the match. I think it was where I think Malachi Jones traded jerseys with guess who?
Malachi Jones. I don't know.
Darlington Nagbe.
Really?
Yes, and I respected that.
All right.
I'm like, this is like an American legend. Darlington Nagbe is one of the greatest players in MLS history.
Yeah, I can't say. I know
he's literally won a trophy everywhere he goes.
I know we like to shit on other teams, but I can't.
Darlington Nagbe
is like one player.
I respect the hell out of him. When he said years ago, he doesn't want to play for the national team because he'd rather use his time for family and other things. Similar to what Alex Ring said a few years ago, but I think Alex Ring said that more because they were probably going to cut him.
They're not going to.
They weren't going to call him back no more.
He retired.
Yeah. But Nagbe said that years ago, and cool.
But overall, honestly, I leave, like we already mentioned before, I leave that match knowing...
Feeling good.
Feeling good. Trash, yes. It feels like it was kind of ripped away from us, but we feel good because the team looked dominant. I think going into midweek game, this is what, like our second midweek. The first one was Philly away. Yeah, we got this midweek road games. MLS, stop them. I hate you for it. We play LA on Wednesday we're playing against a team that they're cooking. They're settled in Puig with the extension. So he's going to stay there. They're already linked over to a whole bunch of stars, potentially. I'm curious to see how the styles are going to look because they're playing with their like Vanny's old TFC kind of model. You know, like the Puig runs that offense. So with Martin's gone and now
scary hours
with Lenich out too.
Lenich is out. So now basically all you have now is Tavon Gray and McFarland back there. And I guess McFarland's going to start.
Yeah.
What else are you going to do? You're going to put a Taz Magno back there?
No.
Would be wild.
That'd be wild.
Would be wild.
We're going to have to figure out how to solve the Puig problem for us.
Do we play three at the back?
Who would it be? It would be Sands. Justin. No, I wouldn't put Justin Hack back there.
Maybe Justin Hack. I'll give Justin Hack a little bit of respect.
I'll
give Justin Hack a little bit of respect.
Justin,
you know, he does well when he comes gets that random start here and now and again. I give Justin Hack on a Wednesday night in Carson, California.
Damn. I don't know if he does it. It may be Sands sliding in there, which kind of be rough because we need a general. We need like a defensive general in the midfield with Puig coming in.
Yeah.
Because we need someone to be able to stop him because
Perea might have to start. It's gonna be an interesting lineup on Wednesday.
Perea
The next two
yeah.
matches against Nashville is gonna be rough as well. But Nashville is a little bit lower on the table.
Yeah, and they're in the fritz of
looking for a coach. BJ Callahan.
Finally, they said it.
All-American Man of America, Coach of the Year or whatever it was for USA a year ago. He might be. He's a front runner.
Yeah,
but still,
I like
it's
our
still two
chances
challenging
over
matches because it's back-to-back road games.
Yeah.
You're out there with the team bonding all week because I imagine they're gonna go from LA straight to Nashville.
I hope so. I don't know if they will, but I hope so.
They have to. They can't just come back home for a day and then travel back the next day. When do you practice?
Yeah, I mean,
you get what I'm saying. So that means you travel.
Our non-team minds. Well, yes, that makes super sense.
Yeah,
I don't know if the rules are you got to go back home.
No, I think they spent the week. I think they travel.
The players union be having like, no, you got to go back.
They
home
probably travel Monday night, or Tuesday morning.
Land Tuesday,
or I think Monday. I think they travel Monday
night,
and then practice in LA Tuesday. Full day of practice in Tuesday
to get used to the time.
Yeah, and everything. The weather, and then Wednesday match, and they probably fly out right after the match.
Gotcha.
Red eye all the way to Nashville. Check in the hotel. How you doing? Sleep till noon,
and then
we'll see you at 3 o'clock. Practice warm up
right.
Thursday and Friday.
I would say in a perfect world, I would say that would be it. I don't know if they will do that. Look at the socials and whatnot. I would try to get this LA point. Because
a point in LA would be huge.
A point in LA right now would be huge because, like I said, Nashville, they're like it's like chum in the water for us right now. Like
Nashville's a little bit more accessible.
Yeah, we go to Nashville and be like, nah, that's an Eastern team too.
Yeah,
let's just run it on these. Blues.
We don't really do well in Nashville, so
yeah,
and we don't really do well in LA. Except this one time I was there. I'm gonna go 1-1 in LA because I don't see them not scoring, and I don't see us not scoring as well. And I'll go 1-1. I think it's very positive. A 1-1 draw in LA against Ricky Push and every other superstar they got going on over there. And then traveling all the way to the honky tonk lands down to downtown Broadway. I'm gonna go 3-1 victorious.
All right, LA. I'm hoping for a draw. I can't think of like what the score went right now because I feel like if just draw. The reason and the thing that got me now though feeling a little even more iffy is because of the left back situation. Paint Sale is gonna be they're gonna just go at it. They're just gonna go at it. And then with Nashville, but I'm gonna go for the draw. Nashville, I think we do win 3-1. I'll go with that one as well.
3-1, yeah, I think that
3-1 in Nashville.
3-1 sounds real.
Yeah. They can get they can get one moment, but 3-1. Please hit me because what was that?
Yo, what the fuck?
Hey yo,
succulent. Bro, I was supposed to go to my dad's house to watch this Ecuador match, and that starts in 17 minutes.
There you go. You got 17 minutes.
And it's a 50-minute drive. So we got to get going, guys, because I am hungry now.
Yes, and
England just scored a freaking golazo right now, which is bananas. NYCFC fans are traveling. I think I've heard about people going to LA and to Nashville, both trips. Some people are doing both, actually. Hey, I've heard about that. Shouts to y'all.
But no.
If anybody, I'll be at the Copa America games, the Ecuador matches. If anybody listens, I know a few people who will be there. They said what's up to me on Friday, mentioned they were going. And we'll see you next week's episode. We're going to figure out what we're doing next week.
Something will be out.
Something. Are we doing a midweek episode? I'm free Tuesday night.
I'm not. I have we'll figure it out.
I don't know what that means, but
we'll figure it out. that's what that means.
But I love you guys.
Thank you for listening. Just like, subscribe, all that.
Shouts to everybody who stayed through the game in the rain delay. Shouts to the people who stayed home. You know, y'all get love too. There's no hate on that.
There you go.
You know, some people live far. It's all good.
Yo. Another week down. Peace.
Bye, yeah.